Okay guys, welcome to the channel. This is PC-Gamerz-UK. So first of all, thank you for clicking on my video. I know a lot who watch my videos tend to watch them after I've after I've gone live, sorry. So therefore, I do advise if you want to obviously catch when I do go live, click the bell notification. You'll know when I go live. You can come and join in some Crimson Desert. Obviously, it's a massive open world game, so exploration is good. I have watched it on other streams, obviously some of the big names, but obviously when they get into a certain puzzle and they're a bit stuck or whatever, you know, the chat will help out. Get involved in the actual game itself. I know there were a poll on one of the channels I watched how many people have actually owned in the game to how many people just like to watch it for the immersion and the fun. So you know, I'd like to get a little bit more involved in that, get people in the chat, obviously helping me when I do get stuck, bit of advice here and there rather than having to go and do a bit of deep dive and digging. So the main purpose of today's video, which is labeled in my comment, the first thing I've noticed after the massive update today, which is Saturday the 11th of April, is the camera angle. So I've just been messing about with the camera angle, but I also have a couple of bugs as well, which I also want to discuss, so please stay tuned. Let me just put my game on. So yeah, obviously the first thing I've just checked is if they've got rid of the bug that I've been having. So I will discuss that in a second, but I just wanted to walk down to this mountain. I think this was kind of like the maximum distance we could see on his character before. I've just got the legendary bow, by the way, which is amazing because it's got a siphon heel on it. So I think this was, would you agree this is, I think that's even a little bit further than what it was. Maybe, I mean my middle mouse wheel's a bit naffed as well, but look at that, as soon as I think this was it. It weren't even that far. Might be somewhere close to that to push, but now we can just come right out here. Look at that. So I've got everything set to cinematic, everything's maxed out on my GPU, but I just basically clicked this camera on and walked down here, and I just thought the actual view now, not only does it give us better view around his character whilst fighting mobs and stuff, and the ability to obviously see more incoming from us in his peripheral view. We'll be able to see more coming like from behind me, for example, at a quicker time, which is beautiful. But at the same time, the amount of terrain and things I can now see in the distance is amazing. Because before, what were happening was, which you may have known yourself, when you try and do like a cinematic shot within Crimson Desert, which is one of its key features in my opinion, the map gets in the way, even though the map still does get in the way. I've done a bit of research this morning to see if the there's an option to toggle it off, because as you can see I'm doing Waver's Cradle, find the third shy at the moment. I believe it's with what they're called, Paulins or whatever they're called, just bear with me. Let's just have a look. Yeah, Roaring Forest, so I'm doing tracking that in a minute, but obviously I could turn that tracking off, which would turn off the tracking of that quest, what I'm currently on, but also then you just have the map. So before, if I were doing a screenshot and I could get it somewhat right, I can't even do it right now, but say you were doing that, this map, even though I've got it down, turned all the way down to 90, which it does actually look a bit smaller to be fair, but I think that's just because of the distance we've got in the camera now. When we completely zoom out like this, it kind of, the map's not getting in the screenshot anymore. So that's a massive help, but I would like a toggle on off on the map. So I could just turn that map off, only for like visuals. So if I were making a video of this, doing like a nice pan of this scenery, that map wouldn't be in the footage. So it'd be nice, just an option just to turn it off for that reason alone. Yeah, we can go into camera mode and take a photo, but it's not the same if you're like live streaming and just doing it live, or want to create a video. What else? Yeah, so excuse me. So moving on from just the camera, I know there's other I know the devs are listening to the team. I heard a video this morning talking about the mods that they're doing on certain modding communities and stuff, but I won't turn to modding yet, not until I've got my character and game somewhat near completion. But I think the devs are doing an amazing job just on how they're listening to the community and putting fixes out. I mean, look at that now. I can zoom all the way down out here straight away. You know, if I did have depth of field on, I've got depth of field turned off because it can cause blurring issues and stuff like that. But just that in itself, being able to get these rocks in shot, I think we can turn the bow and arrow off as well now if I don't want it to display on my back. I was hoping I could actually, oh look at that, look how far that goes, that's amazing. Don't you agree? Drop a comment below. And I wish the actual video footage, when I put this out at 1440. I play at 1440 and everything maxed out. I wish the actual stream looked as good as it does on my monitor. So even when I watch my own videos back, I see the difference in the quality of the video being pumped through OBS on a live stream to what I'm actually seeing live from home. So right, to the issue that I've got, I was hoping they'd fixed it. This is why I've got my hands on, so we won't do any well, it was so I didn't kill any mobs and shit near that witch. So if I just do some right punches like this, so I believe that spell is called Echo, so it does a repeat. I can't remember what, well I do know where it is, but in the skills tree it's in this spirit tree somewhere. So it's Echo, so it'll echo the move that you're doing. So if you watch closely, I can't slow it down, but maybe you can put it on to 0. whatever speed on YouTube afterwards. If I just press right mouse, you see that for a split second. It's as though the graphics focus on the actual graphics that's coming out of his hand, and the old graphics around me to drop to like 720 or something. I will over exaggerate it, but what I've done, see that then? Watch. There, it's just come back. So I can, hopefully that's showing in game. I mean, it looks amazing, but it's when it does that spell mainly. See there, when it zoomed in on that spell, it seemed to be fine. Don't know what it's crouching for. We'll try that again. Same again, looks amazing, but it didn't actually do the glitch when I just press right mouse. See it? Now, it's not a problem in certain instances. You know, it happens for a split second. I mean, I just love that kick. Punch, punch, punch. Bosh him. Don't fall off. I mean, he's got some wicked little combos. I can zoom out now. Look at that. Awesome. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling on. But yeah, it doesn't like make much difference whilst it only happens when I'm doing that in a split second. But let's just say I've got tons of mobs around me, and I use my flash, blinding flash. Oh, that's a mint. Let's try that. I don't even know if that if it does it on this as well. Wicked tool that is. So let's keep an eye on these trees here. So it seems to have maybe just done that a little bit on my shield then. Yeah, it did it a little bit. So in my settings, let's have a look so you can see. So in my graphic settings, I've only just turned on this NVIDIA Reflex. The NVIDIA DLSS reconstruction was off anyway, but if I turn the NVIDIA Reflex off, which it was this morning, and we apply that, oh, I need to take that out of my hands. So, you know what I mean? That's not making any difference. So by me putting the NVIDIA Reflex on, I believe, rather than it being, let's say, 720 or 480 pixelated squares, it makes it more of a blur, I noticed, rather than the pixelated squares. So let's turn Reflex back on. It's pointless having a preview, of course. In fact, I'll put my frames on so you can see my frames as well. So if I do it with it on, yeah, see, like the trees, especially the trees in the background. I know the bark on the trees change in the grass, but the trees at the back, and then it just comes back clear. But the point I want to make off this is when you go into a hectic situation and you've got like fucking 150 mobs to kill, and you're wiping out the whole faction, it does that blurring thing quite a lot. And I put a little short up, doing some watch of the short DPS, where I just went in and wiped out a little camp, trying to do it as quick as I could. For some reason it attacked horses at the beginning, but you might have watched it. But in that video I can see the pixelates happening in the background of the image, and it, you know, in the game, like when you're taking over a place, that can be I mean, I've just got this level 8 now, my Darkbringer. So if I go to that, how do I go to my, forgot, inventory there. So I've got that to 8, level 2. I've only got a level 2 crit in that, in my Sparda Sword. I've got a level 3 in my Fated Shadow. I need a 3 in my Sparda Sword. I think I've got a 3 in my Darkbringer, yeah. So what I've gone with is Ator's Orb, Crow's Pursuit, and then Shadow Claw. Now, only last night I added Shadow Claw, because I had a few in my inventory like this one, Queen's Fangs. I went and did some. I'm only doing faction quests at the minute because I did the main. I'll tell you what happened was when I started the game, I did the main storyline, just followed the main quests, and I got quite far. And then I realised in videos I was watching that like your camp's really important and stuff, which it is, because you can go and get all your stuff from camp rather than farming it out in the world. Little things like there's an anvil and a refinement thing just behind your tent. All these little things that kind of you need at base. Your food, livestock. Let's go back to camp. Let's do that. You'll see where I am at my camp, because I only came to Glitch here to put my level, take some out of the bow to put in this new bow. So where are we? Where are we on the map? Here we go. Oh, I've not seen that before. This is new, I believe. These things here. Ah, that's handy. I like that, because that means your faction quest that you need to do there is linked to this highlight now. I'm pretty sure they weren't there before. That's amazing. So straight away, something I picked up on there. Let's go back to base, because I've just planted a few seeds. Just literally done that quest. So as you know, as you know if you've played the game, I'm not that far into the game. Oh man, this camera. Can I zoom out a little bit more? Tell you what, I don't need to. There were many times when I've been playing game I just thought, oh, I wish I could just fucking zoom out a little bit more. And now we can. Not so much for like this type of shots, but more for just combat more than anything. You know, when I'm around here, this probably seems about right. So yeah, let's have a look at my grow. See if we can pick any on them yet. I don't think I can, you know. Would I have to dig them or what? So I believe all these four here in this row are apple. These are 4 glow seeds. I don't know what these do, but I bought them off him because I didn't. I think the rest of the seeds I had were my own, which I've just found around world. But most important one is this. Is it gypsing one? Planted there, and then these 3 are abyss cell seeds, I think. And it's these 4 here I'm more interested in. Oh, these are apple ones. So these apples, I need 5 apples for a quest. Yeah, I could go and buy them, but I want to grow them and then give them to. It might be this guy here I need to give them to, you know. But I'm thinking I need to do it once they've grown. Can I click on that and then them? No. At least it gives you an overview. I wish I could just click over them and click on them and do the reading from there. What else would I like in the game? What else have I... There's little things that I've said to myself whilst playing. I wish I had this, I wish I had that. You know, just like that, for instance, where I'd like to be able to zoom out a little bit more, which now they've implemented. We've got a training dummy down here somewhere. I want to see if that livestock I put in still here, you know. See if that worked. It don't look like it did. So when my chicks are here, but I went and got a white goat from somewhere, brought it in and just lobbed it in here. It couldn't get out, obviously. But it's not here, is it? Because I was just going to keep stocking it for loads of shit off it in open world. What I see. Maybe you have to like register it in there like I did with that first one that I had to go and slaughter. Made me go and slaughter my only 1 cattle that did. How you doing, Wolfie? So there's butchers. My man over there. What does he make? Furniture. Got stables as well somewhere. So we've got grow patch there. I believe here we get the zone dyer. Yeah, mate. Looks like there's an apple there on the floor. I think I need 5 to get somebody for one of the quests. But yeah, the one with the graphics is what's bugging me more than I'm hoping after this big patch they've fixed it, but maybe they don't know about it. Oh, I like my new lantern as well. I've got this like, it's like black and blue. I'm feeling lucky now that you're here. So it was, it's an F2 in it. This here. So it's a dark fog lantern. I think it's just with it being black. Obviously I've got the black and white gear, so it kind of tied in better than having that chrome one all the time. What was I saying about my Darkbringer? Oh, I don't want to get it out, I just want to click on my stats. So I'm going to click on it there. Yeah, I had another ability like probably that or one of these. What have we got here? Hound's claws. I don't know if that's actually better. Yeah, that's the one. Arrow rain. Now it's a finishing like yellow things that come out of the sky on a finishing move or whatever, but I never really seen it do anything. Didn't really do any damage. So I swapped it out for the Shadow Claw because doing a right attack with a Taur's Orb, Crow's Pursuit, and Shadow Claw all at the same time, bosh, 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 I can just like spam fucking right mouse button, and then that gives me pretty good damage, especially with the new crit 3 in there and attack 3. And I just thought it made sense to take that out. I mean, I might try this Hound's Clawing at some point. So obviously these, I think these are a couple of dogs that I've, you have to do this one for a quest at the beginning. And then this is Jintu. He's my first dog. I've now got the Shepherd. Let me get him in. So pets. See, them other two dogs are gone now. And I know I could put my armour on him, but I think he just looks better with bow and arrow. With arrows and thing for collecting. Went and got the wolf.
Better get some hay for the horses with today's takings.
Which are an absolute nightmare to get, but what I love about Silverfang is how quiet it is. After riding around on there, and I mean, you listen to it. I think they need to change that range as well on mounts, because I'm not actually nowhere near these. But listen to that. It's literally fucking silent. Now when you've been riding around up there and horses constantly, yeah, it's not got much stamina. I think it's about 200 stamina. You watch it kill these fuckers. Might do me though. Yeah, thought so. I've probably done it here. Fuck 'em. Oh, I have the ability to zoom out and all. I think they've done some control, made some control movements as well, a bit better. Wonder if there's any decent fish in there. I mean, I've learnt now how to make gold, so using alchemy, which I can show you how to make gold if you want. Saves you going having to pickpocket all the time. It's a bit tedious, like pickpocketing is. Depends whether you want to risk getting caught and, you know, having to pay all the time and come back to an hand and repent your sins for being a naughty person. That's all up on yourself, but now I can craft it. Craft them at the witch. I can craft me gold bars, and all you need is, I tell you, you need gold ore and these little gold eggs. I can't remember exactly where on map we get them from, because I try not to, I obviously don't want to spoil things within the game on the map. So when I do click on my map, you know, you can see actually where I've been. I've tried to cover most areas, little bits like here, this bit here I've not been in, and then up to this point here, just below Crimson Desert, I've not actually gone up into here, other than up to Varnia, came up here, got a few, I'll show me environment, got a couple of fast travels here and there on my way. If you ever see any bloodstone or mining, I'll always have a bosh at it, just so it marks it then up on your mini-map. I mean up on your main map. But yeah, I've not done none of this. And I've not done much of Delicia either. I've got a quest here currently with the one that I'm on, which I will go down and do probably today. But what I found is the one I did before, I was doing a live stream, obviously it is labelled as just doing faction quests, which is what I'm doing. I don't want to do none of the main quests, just to, don't want no spoilers in there for people who are just starting out and stuff like that. So I've just been doing these. Now, if you want to get the Silverfang mount, what I would advise is this, because it's quite confusing to get it, and it were for me. I watched quite a few videos, but I'll just explain in this video what I did for myself, and it might help a few of you guys and girls out there. So faction quests. So first of all, what I did was I did House of Roberts, Did all 10 of them. Then I did House Alfonso. Yeah, I didn't have to do the Merchant of Gold Leaf, I don't believe. I did this one, Valua Fisherman's Guide. So I did 6 of them. Did Alfonso's 6 of 6, House of Roberts. I'd already done a few of them, these House Circus, but I don't think they was involved in my mount. And then the last one that I had to do after doing House of Roberts, House Alfonso, Fisherman, it was House Celeste. So I had to do a couple of these bounties. Blix I couldn't get the right timing, even though I went to the food and past time. I couldn't get him because he spawns at certain times. And I will get heads up, some of these, can't remember which ones. So bounty notice Salvatore. Some of these bounties are quite far away, so just expect to do a lot of mount covering of the map to get back to your ending point. Other than that, that's the only kind of laborious section of it, you know. So what else have we got? Challenges. I'm not really focusing on these, I just want them to happen in the background. There's one where I've got to do a certain amount of kills in 30 seconds or a minute. I've been trying to do it if I do get in that thing, but because I've been doing these quests here to get this Silver Fang, I've not really had that many camps to take out, maybe one. That would tick some of the challenges off. I mean, one I found difficult was slide 50 meters to achieve summit. So I'm just having a coffee. So for me personally, everywhere I tried sliding, it just stopped. And I found doing it in the northern. I had to go and catch a northern pike. So I went fishing in north where it's all snow and cold. But yeah, the first thing I noticed about the Silver Fang is how quiet it is. I've not done a test yet, but you know, if somebody was stood like there, I don't know if you sneak past, they actually turn around because they can't hear you coming. Whereas obviously when you're on your horse, they can hear the hoofs and they do turn around. It's just a little test I want to do at some point. I believe they're making some changes to the way we can lock this in position. So when you run inside us, for example, you have to like press D. So I don't know if that would be something to do with the lock on camera. But the small bits that like matter to people when they're playing. It's gonna break. I knew it. But yeah, I just like our. I was about to say how stealth it is, and then that deer it sensed me coming. And I think obviously before I got this man, I was told it like these rocks, it'll just run over them, which it did there, and these. But that one, look, it'll probably get stuck on. So it'd be nice if it just auto jumped or something. And I'll show you how this mount dries as well. I think it's mint. So we'll just get it in here. I know it's not supposed to be that great at swimming. But I did a test yesterday where if I stay here in shade and I got a stopwatch, although I haven't done a stopwatch, but like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could do that just while I'm here in the shade. And you can see here, like, let me just zoom in a bit. See, my middle mouse wheel needs fixing. Let me just get the other mouse and I'll zoom in with this because this will work perfect. Oh, that is maximum zoomed in, you know. I didn't know that. So I imagine the time, so you can't actually zoom all the way in when you've got the camera set to 100. that's maximum zoomed in, which I think is a bit odd really. Should, even though the maximum distance should be set to 100, you should still be able to zoom all the way in. So yeah, the pixels on the drying time of its fur, I just wondered if it was quicker if I went in here, because it was really like dark grey like that. If it was actually any quicker, there you go, give him a good dunk. If you actually went in sun, like straight here, you know, in the actual drying time, because how it actually slowly dries as well, I think it's fucking amazing. It's not just like it's that colour then it's that colour. In my head, I think they should have maybe just made these wolves a little bit bigger, but then again, I don't know. Yeah. I went into a camp yesterday on it, because I only got it yesterday. I think there were about 8 men on side at road. And in one attack, it like killed 2 on them. And then I turned around, bosh, bosh, that's it. They're all fucking dead. One bite. So, I like that. But I think another thing that I don't know about the community out there, I'd like to be able to change up this mount, you know? Maybe like a little bit of armour. The shepherd. I'd like a fucking lead foot dog and all. That might seem daft, but be able to, you know, walk your pet or walk your mount. There's a certain instance where it might get stuck, for example. I could just hold Q, oops, hold control. Obviously, they will add pet and feed. That'd be nice, just to get his health up rather than having to use eel palm. And then maybe get his, by patting him and getting trust up level like you can with as horses, is just to change the saddle, maybe add him a little bit of armour on and so on. That's it. Good boy. How you doing, Bueno? But yeah, I got my dog off one of the guards. I've always liked German Shepherds anyway, but I got Jindo at the beginning because he was, I was all black at the start. Obviously when you get this gear, it's all black. I do want the white dye. I don't have the perfect white dye, but this cloak does look alright as in white anyway, but I don't know if it makes any difference when I put the white dye on my this armour, because this is white dye but it doesn't kind of look as like kind of chrome that I've seen it, which is how I want it to be. And then I'll change my face mask in the hoodie. Then we've also got, oh, I don't want to summon her, shit, there's so many times you press wrong fucking buttons in this game. So it's got me arrested, it's got me fucking hacked down, and I've had to go and pay a bounty. Now I know they've added some stuff onto these characters. I've obviously paid them when I've needed to, but I put this big fucking two-hander on her. Because when I were having, they chuck you in at worst time and all, you know, when you're like up against a boss and then you've got to use her. You've never like practiced the skills and moves. So if I have a look at what I put on this sword, where's the two-hander? Yeah, so I've still got 2 slots I can add on that for her. I did start refining that up, as you can see. Got it to 5, I think, 6, whatever. stamina, siphon level 1 on there, attack speed 1 and attack 1. But same again, I don't want to be going into her skills and spending my points. I've got 13 at minute. Oh, so she does get all the base stats from us. And does she get... I bet she... Let's see, does she get Nature's Snare, I believe? Ah, so she doesn't... I thought she got Nature's Snare and stuff. Well, not so much the snare, the palm. To help with certain quests. Didn't realise we get as dog as well. She got her own mount. Yeah, so I can't cycle through the other mounts either. Her horse is like a grey horse, isn't it? Let's call it in. Yeah, this one. She's got like a helicopter thing when you fly, hasn't she? Yeah, this fucking thing. See, she's got Axiom Force then. But she doesn't have the ability to pull. Well, she's got that pull, but I mean to pull me in. Like I do on my own character. Because I think there's certain quests, obviously, where you need Nature's... That, with middle mouse wheel, wherever it's called. Ah, see my screen then? So do it. On her spell. I didn't do it then. Oh shit. Sorry people. Well, that just took a patch off her. What was it off her him? What did that give me? That. Oh, it's just a carry pack. Well, she gets the double a jump ability. Ah. So yeah, I've not really been on the other characters other than when we need to. I need to change... I'm forgetting all my buttons. Put her on fist, see what she does by fist. So similar to... Oh, she's got a fire kick. That's alt left kick. Shift. Front kick. Side kick. Nice little combo with that. So back kick. Side kick. Punch, punch. Double punch. A little bit closer. Yeah. That was nice on end actually. Boom, 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 boom. I need to go try that. Yeah, this is that little... There were a gang here that I killed. But I have seen people who's played with Unga. Oh, can summon him as well. There's a lot of times where you can't summon them. I mean, this dude's got range and stuff. So yeah, imagine if you leveled this dude up. See, I want the bear man for him. Because when he's on this horse, look, I'll show you. He needs the fucking bear. This is what I mean about the wolf on my own character. So, you know, look at the size of the fucking dude. On horse. You know, he's just huge. The bear man on him. And we should have ability to be able to dye it. dye it black and put this dude on it. That bear mount's made for hunger, innit? Simple as. He's got some good, like... Let's just go to Fist. He's got some, like... How did I do Rage? I can't remember his buttons, but... Move, mate, because I might punch your face in. I don't know how I did it. Don't know. There's a button for Rage anyway, and he... Oh, X? Yeah, there. No? Can he use Frost? I think he can. Let's just see what it does when he uses one of his Frost spells. So yeah, I will eventually play with these. Don't know what that does. Let's try it. Frost Splitter. Oh, I have seen this. So, what I don't know if I've got out for him on me, just while I've got him on, not adding note to his gear and stuff. See, that's my Frozen Anguish. Why is that there? Even though probably his two-handed swords, two-handed axe is better than that anyway. Let me get back on my character. Even just like, when I switch to a new character like that, just like to stow a weapon. I know it's T when I'm on cliff. I just naturally do it, but when I switch to another character, you're like second guessing, like what spells, what button does what. Ooh, don't fall off of there. So yeah, this is why I've gone live. I've covered the just the camera at the beginning, covered my issues with the frames. I have tried, not frames, but the glitch when I mean, I can show you my two-handed sword. There's no ear. Yeah, so I just that burst is mint. So you can see there exactly what I was going to do with the other, with doing it by hand. So why is it doing that? Obviously, all the graphics all around look spot on in 1440. As soon as I fire these off, there, it's changed. And my mind, and then it clears instantly. My mind says because the graphics are focusing on all the Atazorb and crows and that, putting them into focus, that all the foliage and all the graphics around like come like second favoured. Which I think I prefer it the other way. If that is the case, it's not. I know it's fast. Let's see if I can get a screenshot. Do it that way. Somewhere right around there. See if we can actually see what's happening. I mean, at that point in time where I've frozen that, the actual trees, you can't see my cursor. but the trees look okay. The bush to the left of that big tree there looks okay. But what is actually happening here? Character himself looks fairly detailed. Might be just where I've paused it. So I don't really know, because obviously if you look there, all that scenery looks bang on. And he looks all blurry. But see that? You can just see it at the end. Change back. So, if any devs watch my video, I highly doubt it. But if somebody does, who knows about this shit, you know, say, drop a comment below. Say, try settings. Say, try turning DLSS to 4.0. But I've tried that. Try 4.0. Still does it. There. The beauty about that, it doesn't use any spirit. I think this does. Even that don't. Oh, it did. So that took one. This is mainly just stamina, not spirit. Not enough stamina, you see. So I can get three blasts out of it, I think. Let my stamina get full, see how many I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and a bit. See what? I don't have any like ground smash on this weapon. Oh, this bow and all. Golden knotted ancestral bow. Yes. This bad boy. Let me kill something, because I'll show you this. It like heals you when you kill something. Oh, I can't reach that far. You're lying to me. I hate how it does that. It's me doing it, but I don't know why they'd have that button as that. Stamina or something. See what I mean? It just feels like it's the wrong button. What's this here? Is that one of my overall shots? Let's not waste this kill. We'll get some bones and skin. When I got this bow last night, I walked through some water. I did have it already on like this. Walking through some water. I think there were 3 or 4 Canada geese like flew off. I pressed X, boom boom boom, dotted them all, just took them all out. Felt fucking mint. But yeah, you get like it's got a heal siphon when you kill a mob. I have unlimited arrows, but it was working fine with, you know, the explosive arrows. I went and bought some and then put infinite arrows on, and it worked for ages, where I just didn't need to buy explosive arrows. I could fire as many as I wanted, but then all of a sudden I just had none. So same again, somebody knows how we fix that, so we just get a replenishing explosive arrows constantly, that'd be great. Because just one bomb will take a tree clean out. But if I do a focus shot on this tree down here, this bow does it. Anyway. But obviously it's not like multiple. So if I go Q, X, power shot, boom. I'll watch that fall in slow-mo and all. Oh, I tried to get that in mid-air, I got it. They've disappeared into foliage. Couple it Ed, couple it Nate. I've only just got this charge shot. I watched somebody do it, like in camp. Bush took that fucker clean out. That's gonna get us, oh, having that camera view and all while flying's gonna be better. So yeah, I was gonna say how we make gold, but I kind of don't want to spoil it. I mean, I didn't even know you could make gold, so if I've spoilt something here or there, then I do apologise. But I know you're going to research it anyway, so go and figure it out. But it is doable. So I prefer now to use alchemy to make my gold rather than well, he's just dying for it, isn't he? I'll let you see it another day, mate. I only wanted to show people my bow. I don't really kill anything, to be fair, only if I'm forced to through quests. So the only thing is with this, see, that'd probably be normal graphics. And then obviously in my live streams, if I see little areas like this is not probably the best example, but it still looks damn fucking good. I will I'll put my pad on like this, so to get a bit better shots while I'm streaming, what I'll do is I'll walk like this, and then we'll use pad just to get more like I need to change that actually to invert it, you know, so I can try and make it more gimbal like. See, down is down on pad. I'd rather that bit other way, so it won't be just, you know, thrash and smash. I do like to take in the scenery. So like there, I'd like to get like the sunlight just catching it, like that. And I will do more cinematic footage while I'm playing, if opportunity comes along, you know. Or if something catches my eye. I mean, one of my favourite spots to go is, I think it's called Silver Summit Mountain, because I can get a lot smoother footage with my pad than I can with the mouse. If I use my mouse, look, I can do it alright, but it'll be like a little bit jolty, whereas with the pad, look, it's just so smooth. Like, I've got my gimbal on, you know. How you doing, Shep? So I'll go to my little spot. Like to do it at a different time, really, when it's a bit darker. I like to come here. Steel Mountain. basically that's why I like to come here. See, when I first came here, and I seen this view, I mean, it's still looks mint, but looks better when it's at dark at night. Not night, but you know, dusk. When I first seen it, kind of like made me just appreciate the game. I suppose the views and shit you can get from out the game. I mean, I think they've done some work on this update as well for more detail. I think it was I seen in the patch notes. But yeah, like now, if I wanted to do this shot, I'd like to turn that quest off, which I can, and then just switch off minimap. Obviously, I'll put minimap back on when I need to, because I just think that would look more visually better without that map down in bottom left corner. Don't you agree, Shepherd? He says so. And then one last thing, I'll switch to my, what's it, horse. Obviously, the horse eat bear, but Roiler. Thing is with Roiler, what I've added is these shoes. I think they give me +4 stamina per second, and it's already the fastest horse in the game, I believe. He's just showing off now. Well, she. Get here. Get off of there. I mean, just see that looks better now. I've just put sun behind that mountain. Darker tones. It's completely gone over there now. Wonder if it's just moved further to the right or something, because now it's all so yeah, what I've added on Roiler is these shoes. Let me show you these. So Bonot horse shoes, attack 5, but stamina +4 every second. I got this barding as well, which it's a practical barding that offers solid defense while remaining lightweight. Only those who have performed great deeds for Payloon are permitted to possess it. So you have to increase your rep with Payloon to get it. I can show a video on how you do that if you want to know, or you can research it. I don't know what this box is for, and I need some of these stirrup things here for it. I ain't got none of them, but I know where to get them as well. Probably should buy them from the same place I got this from, which I will do. And then Rockade, the black legendary horse. I've got the full armor that came with the patch extension, the game's extra bits, because I wanted the shield, so I got the extended version of the game. Which gave me the armor for the mount, which I keep on Rockade. This one, like it says in the description, is a bit more lightweight. So what I'm going to do, guys, no faction quests, not going to run any. I'm going to leave this live stream at 1 hour. So if you've enjoyed any of the content, if you've got a little bit of information out of my content, drop a like. It does help with the algorithms and all that lot on YouTube. Obviously I play every day or every night. Once I've had tea and stuff like that, I'll get settled into some Crimson Desert. So if you want to even consider subscribing to watch some of my content when I do go live, don't forget to click the bell icon so you will get notified when I do go live. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I shall see you guys in the next one.